Hello and welcome to the Paint Podcast. This is episode 2. Today we are joined by me, dressed as a pickle, dressed as Bob Ross, and Partha, dressed as a banana, dressed as Partha.
Memes.
Okay. Partha, would you like to start us off for our first topic of the day?
Meme.
Okay, our first topic of the day, please.
Purring ice cream boat.
Okay. Now, is this a boat made of ice cream? Or an ice cream boat?
An ice cream boat.
So a boat made of ice cream, or a boat that transports ice cream?
It's an ice cream boat, basically.
Okay. Oh, I'm just gonna start off with our boat this evening. Oh yeah, I think this is the perfect picture. Today, this is going to be a tropical ice cream boat. We want, of course, our ice cream. Now, Parla, what kind of ice cream would you like on our boat?
Ice cream.
Okay. I'm just going to start off by grabbing this perfectly normal ice cream. I'm going to only take the top of it. Now that's important. Only take the top of it. Now, I think what we want to do is put a nice piece up there. I'm going to copy and paste this. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, I lost it. Okay. Let's just do that. Copy. Paste. Oh, I forgot to do there we go. Let's put this piece at the front. Now I want to grab a new color of ice cream. And what was the last one, Parla?
Purring ice cream boat.
Okay, purring. Now, logically, what purrs? Cats. Right? This is
correct.
A normal assumption. Okay, let us take, this looks like the kind of cat that would purr.
What do you mean this looks like a cat that can purr? Are you saying cats, or only certain cats can purr?
No, I am implying that, this cat in particular loves to purr. Now, I'm going to cover up our, previous ice cream cone, because I don't like it. I'm going to replace it with the head of a cat, making purr noises.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's purring, though.
This looks like a purring cat.
Really?
Now, Partha, you don't have a cat. I've had a cat. So, I mean...
And what happened to said cat?
We don't talk about Mr. Fluffles. Okay.
Why don't we talk about Mr. Fluffles? Do you have something to do to contribute to his sad loss?
That case was closed years ago.
By whom, may I ask?
Okay, so, let's grab the type of ice cream we'd want next. I think we should go for, like, almost like a sundae. Something like along the lines of this. Feel me? So let's shrink that down a bit. Just get the ice cream part. That's the most important part. I cannot stress that enough. You just want the ice cream part. Okay, I messed up.
Oh boy.
As always. So let us grab the rest of this ice cream properly this time. There we go. Put some on the cat's head. I'll even put some more at the back of the boat. So I think our first drawing for the day is complete.
Oh boy, oh man.
Want to double check that everything's going smoothly, and this is actually recording. It is, okay. Parlo, would you like to grab our next topic for me? For us, rather?
Sure dealio. We have Fluffy Hamburger Express.
Okay, when I think express, I think expressos and trains. So
Interesting.
I think we're gonna go with a train. Okay, now there's a few trains we can use. We could actually just use the Hogwarts Express. I mean, it's already an express.
Indeed it is.
So let's get that up, Hogwarts Express. Go. I believe this is the image, or the train, from the Universal ride in this picture. Normally, I would leave the background of the train, but this time I think we want just the front main engine of the Hogwarts Express. Go. And let's pull that out of there and get rid of this background. Oops. There we go. So here's our, what was the other two words, Pargo?
I believe it was Fluffy Hamburger Express.
Okay. What's fluffy? Cat. But we just did cats. So, we're going to do a nice, fluffy dog. Like this one shown here. Now, the reasonable thing to do is extract the head from the picture of the dog and put it straight on the front of the train. There we go. Now, I think we want some hamburgers, obviously. Now, we have options here. We can do hamburger helper. We can do just hamburgers. We can make our own hamburger. I think we'll start off by using, actually let's not use that. Where's a better picture? Here we go. These are more like sliders, which Parlo will not know, because he's a vegetarian. A filthy vegetarian, might I add.
Vegetarians are not filthy.
I'm
we
not saying
don't eat once alive alive.
I'm not saying
once living animals.
I'm not saying vegetarians are filthy. I'm just saying you're filthy and you happen to be a vegetarian.
That's because you're a racist.
Okay, that has nothing to do with anything.
Test plenty.
Even though it could be true. Let's get rid of that. And I think this is going to be our Fluffy Express. I just want to write Fluffy on the side of this so people know what train they're boarding. And obviously they see the hamburgers on top, so they'll always know. And I think this is our Fluffy Hamburger Express. Now let's just sign this. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I can't write in cursive on Paint. So, Parlo, let's move on.
Here we go.
Oh, whoops. Whoops. There we go. Do not save. Alright, Parlo.
And our words are pasta, powder.
There's no third one, or are we only doing two?
No, we're only doing two because there is no good third one.
Okay, let's go with pasta. First, now we could do, like, pasta. Cooked or uncooked, I think is our first question.
I mean, obviously cooked.
Now, what sort of noodle?
No. Any type of noodle.
I think we're gonna go with lasagna.
Lasagna?
Yes. Here is actually uncooked lasagna, which I think is probably going to make a better powder. Let's chop off that. Oh, there's a watermark on that actually, so we probably shouldn't use it. There we go. That's better. So big old lasagna.
Lasagna?
Now we want to make it into a powder. So I think we should make a Doctor Who, or not Doctor Who. I can't believe I just said that. Dr. Seuss, Dr. Seuss-esque powder machine. So first, I think we need the mallets and the hammers. So let's get our hammer. Go. Would you look at that? There's our first hammer. It's going to be cracking down on the pasta as we speak. It needs to be obviously latched onto something. Let's use a nice color, like purple. It can be latched onto the base of our machine, our pasta powder machine. Patent pending. Let's go. Now I think we want just the same hammer, flipped horizontally, and attached to the same machine. Now I think we should expand the boundaries of pasta powder, and this is our pasta powder machine, right? So I think what we need is like some sort of control area, like a control console maybe. If Google Images will pick up on that. Okay, they do. We got some pretty good images here. We have our control console for our pasta powder machine. Okay, and I think we also need our operator. So if I type in operator, we're going to get a phone operator, and she will gladly help anyone get their pasta powder just the way they want it. Just grab that, and there we go. Once I do a little tidying up, this will be a pasta powder machine. Signed. There you go. Put a little dot there. Even though it's not my initials, it's just the first two letters of my first name. And okay. Pardo, would you like to give us our next topic?
And our next topic shall be large gifted squash.
A large gifted squash?
Correct.
Alright, first I think we want our squash. Or squash.
Squish.
Squish. Now there are many kinds of squash. I think I might go with actually a butternut squash, because that's just my personal favorite. They always look just like you would expect a squash to look. There we go. Let's make this nice and large. There we go. Now when I hear gifted, I think you're good at something. So you're either good at math, or you're a great reader, or maybe, in this, you play the cello. So let's take our cello, make it large enough for our squash to use. That's probably still too small. Make it larger in a second. Go. And now he needs the, what is it called? The staff, I think? I'm not very good with cellos. That's the right term, right? Staff. The bit you use too. It's not a staff. Wand?
Conductor's wand?
Here we go. No, it's a wand is what it's called. It's the thing you move against strings of a cello or violin to make noise. I forgot the term. Alright, let's give it this. Now, our gifted squash happens to wear glasses. No particular reason. So let's get nice big old pair of glasses. Okay, let's actually freeform select those because those have a background that's slightly darker than that of ours. Right, here we go. There we are. Our glasses on our butternuts, or gifted squash. Now I think it needs a music stand to read its cello music. There we go. Okay, so here is our gifted squash. Now we are 15 minutes in currently. Parla, would you like to give us our next topic?
I sure will. And it is...
Let's get some nice big old eyes.
Repulsive school court.
School court.
Yes. Repulsive school court.
Now, a school court. Is that the courtyard of a school? The playground of a school? Or is it the basketball court of a school?
A school court, as in a court that happens to be in a school.
Okay, so if we just take a big old school, then we can apply this to the background. Here we go. I think this is perfect. Here's our background. And then if we take a court, I think we're going to use a basketball court, actually. Parla, would you like to kind of help me elaborate on the term? Elaborate is probably not the right word. Come on, words. Specify, I guess, on the word. Not specify either. That's the same as like elaborate. Help me think of ideas is basically what I'm trying to get out in one word.
What was it? It was repulsive.
Repulsive, yes.
Yes.
So I'm thinking.
I mean,
We
what
have-
would be very repulsive to others?
I mean, there's your face, but I'm not going to use that. We could use rotting food. I think that's probably a start. Rotting food. I'll try to keep these not disgusting. Food. Oh, here we go. Yes. Here's this pumpkin. Oh yeah, that is very repulsive. We could use a sick person. Let's use a cartoon one. Here we go. I think this is probably perfect. Look at that. That's pretty repulsive if you ask me, although I think we want to give this person a little bit more repulsivity. Probably just puked a little bit on the court as well. I would, if I were in that repulsive of a court. I mean, you walk in there, you see this pumpkin, and you're out of it. I think this pumpkin needs a smiley face on it. Just to show how repulsive it is. I think what we also want is a warning sign, because it's so repulsive, right? Warning, repulsive.
Sorry there, I just cut out for some reason. I'm back.
Oh, you cut out? I just thought you weren't talking.
That's what I'm best at.
Okay. I can't find... I'm just going to take a warning side, because I can't find a sign that says warning repulsive. I mean, usually you'd be surprised with these things, but... Go. We should put that on the school, because this court is a part of the school, so we gotta let the whole world know that this school has a repulsive basketball court. And then we gotta have a bunch of kiddos walking into school for their first day. Like, oh man, I got this, but that court is so repulsive. Okay, here's our repulsive basketball court. Parla, I think this is going to be our last picture for the day. Would you like to get our topic, please?
Last final topic. And okay, work with me here. And it is... okay, getting some repeats around here, so let me do this again.
Yes, we do not want repeats.
A chubby garlic
A chubby
playing
garlic.
the flute. Chubby garlic playing the flute.
The flute. Okay. Now, first we want our garlic. Alright. Let's get a nice big old... I want a singular piece of garlic. We don't want any... Well, actually, I suppose that one's okay. Alright, here's our big garlic. Now, I want to put a story behind why this is so chubby. So, first of all, it needs a mouth. Otherwise, you can't gain calories, you can't gain weight. Simple science. Here we go.
He looks pretty menacing.
He is. Give him actually sharp teeth. And just, we want to pile, just piles of junk food. Right? That explains why he's so chubby.
Should he be inhaling them through the flute?
Oh, you know, I think if we put the donut over the flute, I think that's probably the right approach to what we're going at. I just realized I can't just do junk food because I'm going to get a bunch of logos, which I don't want in there. So let's do donuts specifically. Right, here we go. This is what we want. Now if we just paste like a bunch of these around his feet. Actually, let's get some variety up in here. Let's get some of these. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this guy's really been going at it. Okay, now we want our flute. I think we had a flute in the last episode, if I remember correctly. I think it was an acidic tree flute.
But that was an acidic tree flute. This is a chubby garlic flute.
You're absolutely right.
Holds a
So
flute.
we want half of this donut. Copy, paste, and then we can swing that right around the edge of the flute. Now let's actually grab this tool, just smooth that out right there. Okay. I think we actually want some nice music coming out of this flute. I mean, just because his weight does not affect his ability to play the flute.
Correct.
I mean, he plays some mean Mozart, man. That's an eighth note right there. As opposed to the quarter notes I did. Okay, so here is our chubby garlic playing the flute. Let's give it, actually, before we finish up, let's give it some hands, so it can be playing the flute properly. I'm no expert, but I think this is how you hold the flute, 100%. I did just realize the mouthpiece, other side of the flute, that's not his problem. He can play the flute however he wants. It's his own interpretation of the flute. Okay, this has been the Paint Podcast. Thank you for watching. Oh, Paint Podcast Episode 2. These in this picture, we are not dressed as Bob Ross, or Parla is not dressed as Parla, because I forgot to save that one. This was the original. It's a little Easter egg for you. But again, thank you for watching the Paint Podcast, and I hope you had a good time, and I hope we'll have you next time. Bye.